Underneath the southern skies of Georgia, we've got daytime baseball from SunTrust Park. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Atlanta Braves. The D-backs look for their 7th straight victory next. Anibal Sanchez is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, a lot of guys' lucky number is 7, but as a pitcher, you give up 7 earned runs and you take the loss. That's not a very good number. He's going to hope to be much better in this one here.
In now is John Jay, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The afternoon for Arizona, right fielder, John Jay.
First pitch on its way. Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball right side. Albies scoops it up. Throw to first is in time for the first out. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. I love watching him hit. He just has a knack for getting on base. In fact, he's in the top 5 in that category in the National League. So expect him to see him work the count and hit the ball hard when he gets a pitch he can handle.
At the plate, David Peralta. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Our temperature not quite as hot as we'd expected. 85 degrees the reading at first pitch. 1 out, nobody on. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summersgill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Row. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner. Give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in, Paul Goldschmidt, having a very nice year, currently 2nd in the NL batting chase. First pitch of the at-bat. And a breaking ball stays outside. Peralta stands at first with 1 out. One ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
And Markakis will tuck this one in for out number 2.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Jake Lamb.
Jake Lamb standing in now. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
This is pulled into right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. One left for Arizona, and now the Braves will step up for their first opportunity to score. Zach Greinke will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Boy, was he super good in his last one, a complete game shutout, a true gem. He certainly would like to repeat that performance here.
Striding into the box, Ender Inciarte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Ender.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit high. So, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Greinke ready now, the 1-1. Tapper up the line. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
And he'll dive back in. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. As he runs up to bunt but can't make contact. That's strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 6 home runs, 39 driven in. Greinke over to first. And a dive, but he's back in. And again a throw. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. 0-1 pitch on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Jay. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. D-Row, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
This team does it a little bit different, Matty. They're not going to drive the ball out of the ballpark. They are dead last in home runs. Usually a bad sign. But they can score in a variety of different ways. They got guys with great approaches, and they try and move and manufacture runs as well as they can. Be on the lookout for the little things today.
Now at the plate, Freddie Freeman. Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Now a hard liner, but foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Got to execute a good pitch right here. Runner at first is probably going to be on the move, and you got one of the better hitters on their team up at the plate.
3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Career line against Greinke. He has 7 hits in 28 tries. He also has 1 home run. Pops this one up. Greinke has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Now batting, Daniel Descalso. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Second baseman, Daniel Descalso.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. The 1-0. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now. Steven Souza waits on deck. Here it comes. The 3-0 is in there for strike 1. Driven nicely into the gap. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Standing in now, Steven Souza, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Swanson scoops it up, and that's the first out.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And how fortunate are we that we get to watch the Gold Glover play some center field today. He's on every highlight reel on the regular, making huge plays for his defense, saving runs, throwing guys out at the plate, diving in the gap with his hair on fire. This one should be fun.
Here's Echeverria now. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's set, and the pitch. Here's a strike. Way out in front. Echeverria is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang, bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands and an accurate throwing arm.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
So striding forward now, Jeff Mathis. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Descalzo at second with 2 down. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. The throw, and he's tagged out at second. That'll end the inning, but they do score 1 on the play. A run on a couple of hits here for Arizona. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. D-backs lead it 1-0. Stepping up now, Ezekiel Carrera, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The 1-0 is a bunt attempt, but he missed it. And he squares up on this one, deep to straightaway right. But it bends just foul into the second deck. He'll try again, 1-2. And that one just missed outside. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at outfielder Steven Souza Jr. Everyone knows this guy for light tower power and the ability to hit the ball out of the park. But the first time he burst on the scene was with a miraculous defensive play to save Jordan Zimmerman's no-hitter in Washington, D.C. Look for him to have an impact on the defensive side as well.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Career line against Greinke, an impressive 4 for 7. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Greinke is currently the leading vote getter among starting pitchers in the National League, and it's hard to argue against that when you check out his numbers.
Hey, let's give a round of applause to the fans for voting this guy first at his position right now. He is not what comes to mind when you think all-star, but you know what? Check the numbers right now in the first half. He has been a dominant player. This is well-deserved.
Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Curveball that time, not even close.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
And that misses for ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. Flowers rounds the corner and is headed home, and he's safe at the plate. We're all square at 1 apiece.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a run right back after you've given one up to the guys in the other dugout. So he squares this thing up really well to drive in a run and ties us up at 1.
Into the box for his first at-bat in this one, Johan Camargo. And we'll see if he's able to stay locked in. Without a doubt, one of the hotter hitters on this ball club right now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ooh, good changeup. Just missed inside. 1 out and a runner on second base. And that's too high. Ball 2.
No strike.
Two and 1 now. Two and 2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3 and 2. 3-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it, and he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, Dero. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. Braves lead this one 2-1. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks, Zach Greinke, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. First offering on its way. Here's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Albies will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. So one gone in the inning now as we get a look there at the standings in the NL East as you see where the Braves find themselves entering play. Ready now, John Jay. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the pitch. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike one. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
In now, David Peralta. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Hard hit ball to second. Albies brings it in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. Our score remains 2-1. So striding in, Ender Inciarte as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Ender Inciarte.
First delivery to him on the way. And the changeup is way low that time. A fastball that just misses inside. That's 3-0 now. Dansby Swanson waits on deck. Now the 3-0 offering is looked at for the first strike.
3 balls, 1 strike.
The 3-1 pitch. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Into the box now, Dansby Swanson. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. From the belt, kicks and deals. In there for strike one.
0-1's the count.
Inciarte gets his lead at first, nobody out. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul for strike two. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Fastball got him looking, as that had two-seam action on it, one gone.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And the runner back. And another throw over. Oh, and it throws him, and they got him.
Decisions like that have to be made knowing who you've got at the plate. This guy can put one over the fence, no problem, so that wasn't very smart baseball.
A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
And that's going to be high, 2-2 now. The 2-2. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Braves go down without a whimper here as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. It'll be Paul Goldschmidt that leads things off. First pitch coming now from Sanchez. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball one. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Now the 3-0 offering is laid off, but in there for strike one. And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch. Count still full, 3-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Another full count pitch home. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work, but I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Into the box, Jake Lamb.
Nope.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 1-0 is taken below the zone for a ball. Not very aggressive there as that's down the middle for strike one. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A curveball that catches the inside corner.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hit. Your first move is to bail a little bit, kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Daniel Descalso will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First offering on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner. And it's fouled away. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. We'll see Nick Markakis when we come back. It's the Braves 2 and the D-backs 1. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Number 22, Nick Markakis.
Now the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a high pop-up. Descalso is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both of these guys have shown a decent fastball. Each has touched 93 so far on the gun. The next to bat for Atlanta, Ezekiel Carrera. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
Dribbled up the line to his left, Goldschmidt, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Now at the plate, Tyler Flowers. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. To 1-2 now.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Fouled away. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They still lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, Steven Souza, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Low and away as he misses again. 2-0. The 2-0 on the way is taken, strike one. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
A high fastball is in there. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Soft liner towards center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Not every ball is going to be smoked on the screws. There's a nice soft liner in the center field that lands right before the center fielder.
Stepping in now, Jeff Mathis, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Back to SunTrust Park following this. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Into right field. That's a base hit.
Up next for Atlanta, third baseman, Johan.
And the next in is Johan Camargo, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at bat. Greinke over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Check swing grounder to the right side. And Goldschmidt able to put the squeeze on it here. 1 away. So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Anibal Sanchez. First delivery to him on the way. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Ender Inciarte.
Here's Ender Inciarte. It was a walk in his last trip. Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch. And that misses inside 1-0. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now 3-1.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0. Hits this one hard the other way. And that's through for a hit.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Ready once again, Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Jay has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 5 innings complete. The Braves on top, 3-1. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Zach Greinke. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And good movement on the fastball there from Sanchez as he jumps ahead with strike 1. Liner towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
It's really important to be a second baseman and have some athletic ability. And how about this right here? He goes up high to snag this line drive that was definitely headed to the outfield for a base hit.
In now is John Jay. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 home is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball. Sanchez coming up on pitch number 71 so far. And there's the first strike, 2-1.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
Looks at a curveball called for a strike.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. to short. Swanson picks it up. And safe at first on a bang-bang play, as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw. Ready for another shot now, David Peralta. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. On its way is pitch number 75. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Skied into straightaway right. Markakis has a read on it. 2 down.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Now at the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit up.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1. In there, 1-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
1 run, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Missed with a slider. Here now the 2-2. Line towards center field. Inciarte is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for the Diamondbacks, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Into the box, Nick Markakis, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Nick Markakis.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a neck-high fastball that time. One 0 count. Here it is. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Hit hard on the ground to third. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Up next for Atlanta, left fielder, Ezekiel Carrera.
Stepping into the box, Ezekiel Carrera. No hits to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a good curveball at the knees. The windup and the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Missed with a breaking ball. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Now a swing and a chance for Goldschmidt over at first. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Now at the plate, Tyler Flowers. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball one.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. And he gets the call that time for strike number one. In the air now, out to right field. Jay has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Good work there by Zach Greinke. He's still down, though, by a count of 3-1. Back here at SunTrust Park, 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one. But before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point. Jake Lamb standing in now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
1-1 to count to Jake Lamb. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat, 3-1.
Yeah, well, down two. You better believe they'd gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
Called a strike, and it's full 3-2.
Watch out. 3-2.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Here comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And it appears that'll be all for Anibal Sanchez. So he'll leave here with one out in the 7th as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W. Jonathan Holder is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Holder.
Into the box now, Daniel Descalso, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking past the baton mentality. They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game plan.
Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Standing in now, Steven Souza, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike one. The 1-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2. 1 run, 6 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Hard hit ball to second. Albies picks it up to second for 1. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More of the show, Saturday baseball, after this. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike 1. Pitch on the way.
That's a ball.
And it's 1-1. Greinke ready now. The 1-1. Here's Descalzo at second. Fielded cleanly, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Johan Camargo.
Standing in, Johan Camargo. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball that just misses inside. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
The 1-1 home. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Favorable call in there for a strike. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Arodys Vizcaíno has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Arodys Vizcaíno.
Up next for Arizona, Adeiny Echeverria. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Ball one to start the at-bat. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Now the 2-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And this is going to find its way into right for a base hit. And the leadoff man's on to start the eighth. Standing in, Jeff Mathis. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep. But if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
From the stretch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
A ball and 2 strikes. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
And he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch home. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Well, look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today. With both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout.
Eduardo Escobar will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 7, Eduardo Escobar.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. The average right at 280 coming in. A dozen home runs and an even 50 RBIs. The 1-0. Taken strike one on the inside corner.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
Echeverria leads off first with one away. Lifted the other way out to left center. Carrera's there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. There's our line score to this point. You see the Braves leading this one from SunTrust Park as we play inning number 8. In now is John Jay, and with men on base and two away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit, but if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch him waste this opportunity. Somebody's got to come through with a base hit.
One and one to the D-backs leadoff man. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike. Two out with the man at first. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
1 strike.
David Peralta would be next. Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Now the 3-2 pitch is back up the middle and into center field. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Nice approach by the batter right there. When you know your boy is moving, you start seeing stuff happening out of your peripheral vision. Wait for him to lock in, stay within his at-bat, not swing at something outside the zone, and now put it first and third.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Into the box, David Peralta. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0 is a fastball looked at for a strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Hit in the air to shallow center. Inciarte is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Diamondbacks strand a pair. Score holds. It's 3-1. T.J. McFarland will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. Here's Ender Inciarte. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Center fielder, Ender Inciarte.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The windup and the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And there's one down now. Here's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him. Stepping into the box, Dansby Swanson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, and he's 0 in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. First pitch on its way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Souza is under it. And that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves, as the lead remains 3-1. Peter Moylan comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Peter Moylan.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
1-0 the count. The 1-0 home is a slider looked at and called a strike. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. It is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull a trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
Takes a knee-high fastball.
We got 3 and 2.
The 3-2 one more time. He's at the knees and called strike 3. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Jake Lamb standing in now. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. Looks at a two-seamer right down the middle. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Albies scoops it up. Throw to first takes care of him, and now the Diamondbacks are down to their final out.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Daniel Descalso.
At the plate, Daniel Descalso. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Now here it comes. And he gets ahead 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Very weakly on the ground. That ball's foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Arizona down to its last strike. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Descalso behind 1-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. 2-2 now with 2 out here in the 9th. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive. The 2-2 one more time. Is looked at for ball 3.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that once, and now we go full count.
This is indeed a battle. The 11th pitch coming up. And that one's taken outside for a ball. They walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible. But that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
Digging in to try it again, Steven Souza. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First offering on its way. And that one right down Main Street.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
Now the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Descalzo, the runner at first with 2 gone. Two and one now to Steven Souza.
I got 2-1 to count.
The 2-1 pitch. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. That one is out of here. This game is tied. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, as it's now a 3-all ball game.
Well, the lesson here, folks, is you simply cannot give up 2-out walks because they always come back to bite you in the side. That turns what was going to be a real quick inning into one you want to forget real quick.
Now batter, shortstop.
Here's Echeverria now, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Swing and a flare hit toward right. In there, a base hit.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
In now, Jeff Mathis. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether...
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. But the Diamondbacks pick up a couple courtesy of this 2-run home run. That'll set the stage for the bottom of the 9th. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Number 66 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 66.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Swing and a ground ball to third. And there's 1 gone to start the bottom of the 9th.
Now batting, left fielder, Ezekiel Carrera.
So coming to the plate, Ezekiel Carrera. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. 1 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to short. Echeverria's there. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Settling in now, Tyler Flowers. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Here's a high pop-up. Lamb will put this one away, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Jose Ramirez takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Jose Ramirez.
Ketel Marte up off the bench to pinch hit here, so we'll see what he can do to begin the extra frame. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 1 home run, 18 driven in. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Three balls, 1 strike to Ketel Marte.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Now to the plate, John Jay. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. Here's the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1. The 1-0. And that one just missed outside.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Now the 2-0. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
The 3-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2.
3-2.
Runners on the move for second, and he misses with it. Ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
Striding in, David Peralta. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here's the first pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Marte on second. Jay at first with no outs. And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop. And it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head. And I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Good take right there. He's given him a great battle with guys in scoring position. We'll see who's going to win this duel.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. A little bouncer. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Swing, line drive. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And the second run will score as well as they grab the lead here at 5-3.
Boy, we thought this one was going to go way into the night. That is a big base hit here in extra innings to give them the lead by 2.
Yeah, Dan, you know as well as I do. It gets to the extra innings. Everybody's tries to go deep and end it with 1 swing and a bat. That's a nice job to stay within himself and drive in a pair.
Stepping in now, Paul Goldschmidt. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. To second for 1. On to Freeman, and they get the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Standing in now, Jake Lamb, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pereira is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So 2 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, no errors, and no one left on base. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. Arizona's on top, 5-3. Brad Boxberger enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Jay has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
Up next for Atlanta, third baseman,
Digging in, Johan Camargo. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. And the changeup is way low that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right now.
The count now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. 1 out, nobody on. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
now batting,
Lane Adams will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Adams.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. That's a 1-1.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Rolled slowly to first. He's got to hurry, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. Number 66 gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. Brad Boxberger hammers down the save, his 28th on the season. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Diamondbacks: 5 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For Atlanta, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game: 3 hours and 2 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of SunTrust Park, we'd like to thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the National League West, the Arizona Diamondbacks racked up 11 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 5-3. The win was their 7th in a row. The Colorado Rockies grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Mariners 4-2. Julio Urias collected his 8th win overall as the Dodgers disposed of the Angels 2-1. The Chicago Cubs put up 16 hits on the day as they made short work of the Padres 9-2. The A's allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 4-2. Ben Lively twirled 8 shutout innings before turning it over to the bullpen, leading Philadelphia to victory over the Marlins 5-0. The Nationals launched 3 home runs as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 9-5. The Brewers knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 6-1. Jared Hughes earned win number 7 this season as the Reds took care of the Cardinals 6-3. Joe Kelly collected win number 3 this year as the Red Sox were victorious over the Blue Jays 3-2. The Orioles got 12 hits in this one as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 8-6. The Kansas City Royals put together 10 total hits as they beat the White Sox on the South Side 7-6. Aaron Judge made the difference with a 2-home run effort, leading the Yankees past the Indians 4-3. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. Trevor Hildenberger collected his 8th win in relief as Minnesota took care of the Rays 4-3. Justin Verlander got the win throwing 8 innings, allowing 1 earned run, helping the Astros get by the Tigers 5-1. He is among the AL leaders in wins. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.